Hey, it's been a while. Um, so the YouTube channel is What is Truth, and it follows religion. I'm a born again Christian, so but I'll speak primarily from that point of view and that worldview, Christian worldview. But I might mention other religions, and I certainly mention politics. That's kind of like my channel. What's it about, and what it's about, describing the correlation between the Bible and current politics. Obviously, I'm an American. I live in New York, and American politics is off the rails, and it has been since Obama's been president. And there's a lot of spiritual parallels, and that's what I like to discuss. But I haven't made a video in a while. I don't have a real main point, but I just want to talk about the Trump trials and all religions in general, and arguing, because I've been arguing and debating people recently. And an argument or a debate is meant to sharpen you. It's not meant to make you afraid. You got to know what you're talking about, and you got to believe what you believe. A lot of people are very passionate, but they have no depth to their belief. So they just spout things like, he's a liar, he's a racist, he's a homophobe, he's a convicted felon. And they don't back it up with the real truth or the facts about it. And I point out all the time the contrary argument. So, like a pencil sharpener, remember those electric sharpeners? They probably still have them. I don't use a pencil. Stick it in there, and it drills it down and comes out sharp. Or the old-fashioned, pull that thing out, and it's sharp, man. It was so dull, it barely worked, or it didn't, and then it came out sharp. That's what a debate is supposed to do. We call them arguments. They're supposed to sharpen you, I think. It's my opinion. Makes you sharper, makes me sharper. I remember when I first started debating atheists, I was overwhelmed, man, because these guys were smart. They knew about science and some other things that try to trip you up. But I knew my faith was real. Faith is in my heart. Faith has changed my life in Jesus Christ. That faith has changed my life. But they would come at me with some of their facts. So all I did was I just looked it up, studied, and debated. There are arguments for your side. Okay, note to you, note to my enemy. You can look up things and we can argue and debate. They don't need to end in a cursing out or some arrogant, prideful thing. I get a little snarky, okay? I get sarcastic, but in the end, I love you. I don't care about these politics or America or the government in the end, because I'm going to die and go to be with Jesus. So I'm not going to worry that I'm dying and I won't be able to defend America anymore. I defend America. I defend President Trump because I believe we're on the side of truth with them. Okay, and I have arguments to back that up. Of course, I defend Jesus Christ, but I never force you to believe in him, because that is anti-God. God doesn't do that. God didn't do it to me, and I wouldn't do it to you. I'll present the evidence. I'll argue. I'll get passionate. I could get loud. I don't curse, and I'm not going to force you that way. But I'm just going to try to make you see, and then I'm going to pray for you. And then hopefully in time, you'll see my arguments come to pass, because my arguments may not make sense at the moment, but in time they will. And so when someone throws arguments at me, I look them up. I'm not afraid to go to CNN, MSNBC, to open the Quran or, anything else. I'll go look at it, man, because, maybe you're making some sense there, and I could admit, well, you got a point there. That's what I would say. You got a point. I feel like mounds of evidence is on my side. So it'd be hard to change my mind, especially in politics. Definitely not in Christianity. I've been born again. God has proved himself too often, too much. It's overwhelming. It's been over 30 years. It's an absolute miracle. Obey his word and you will be blessed. You won't have problems. Obey his word and you will not have the problems that would normally come upon you when you don't obey his word. Anyway, I'm not going to get into all the reasons I'm a Christian, but that's just some of them. So that being said, just real quick, I don't want to go too long on this video, but the current trial with Trump, okay, in New York City. So there've been like 4 trials. 2 of them are kind of the one in Georgia on hold. Fannie Willis, corrupt. I can't believe she got elected again into her primary. So she's got to go. I think she's got to go again in November. I can't believe she beat a primary opponent, because she's so corrupt, and her boyfriend Nathan Wade, corrupt individuals. Should have never brought the case against Trump. Okay, so that's postponed until after the election. The one in Florida, Judge Cannon, that's been probably going to get, and that's going to take a long time. Who's the guy with Jack Smith? He's a corrupt, evil he's like a pit bull sent by Biden. Just go get Trump, Okay, I could go on and on about the laws that they're accusing Trump of. Here's something I want you to remember if you're a Democrat. I want you to pay attention to this. Everything that you accuse the Republicans of, you yourself, your party has already done, and worse, like for real. So they accuse Trump of taking these boxes of documents. He's allowed. He was the president. Everything was written out. He didn't steal it, stick it in his car, or get it on the plane quick, guys. I'll cover for you. Let's do it at night. Everything was legal and above the law. Joe Biden did not do that. Joe Biden took things as vice president, and he kept boxes in his garage, unsupervised, nobody paying attention. So there's the difference. So the case in New York City right now, so there were two. There was one with Alvin Bragg, and there was one with Letitia James. We're not going to talk about Letitia James. She's so-called won. He's paid a bond on his money, and I don't know, they got to prove the real estate thing. Probably going to take it to Supreme Court, and he'll win. Trump will win. This thing with Alvin Bragg, again, the second charge for him, nobody knows what he's charged with. He has this like misdemeanor. That's what he's really accused of, a misdemeanor, not a felony, of writing a check to Stormy Daniels out of his personal funds. It's such a joke. It's like the lowest level of crime, but it wasn't a crime. Everything was legal, according to their sources. And they will appeal it to the Supreme Court. And even non-political and non-Republican judges, lawyers that have chimed in, Alan Dershowitz, for example, has said that this crime is a zero. He's ashamed that it even came to pass. So my point with that is that there's nothing there. It's called lawfare. Lawfare. Okay. So all you got to do is like research these things, but most people don't. They get on like Yahoo News or TikTok videos or something of a say a celebrity that they like, and they watch them talk about how much they hate Donald Trump, or The View. Please, may it never be. Don't watch that show. Okay, that makes you dumber. But anyway, that's the point. Do your research. You'll have a good argument, and at least you'll have a good debate if you know what you're talking about. I've debated some good Democrat people. They come back and forth, and we go back and forth. And in the end, whatever. It's all good, man. They're standing firm. I'm standing firm. But know what you're talking about, and maybe next time I'll get into the spiritual aspect of things and the implications there, because everything is spiritual. So anyway, that's it. 7 minutes, almost 8, long enough. God bless everyone. Have a great day.